Hello folks, welcome back. Today I'm really excited to show you how I edited one of my shots from a recent trip to the Faroe Island, a place where nature raw beauties really comes to life. This shot was captured in a small village called Bo, and it has a view over the sea and the rocky islet Timhomo. On the day itself, the weather wasn't great. It was drizzling, cloudy, and windy. But honestly, that's when things get interesting. The dramatic weather conditions sometimes can really make a very good long exposure photography, giving the scene a real moody vibes. Let's get into it. Okay, let's look at the picture itself. Yep, it's a long exposure taken with 90 seconds. I took it at f22. With the focal length of 17mm and ISO 64. So that's pretty much my histogram. You can see that it's actually a little bit more towards the left side. Then yep, it's a bit of there's a bit of blue, a bit of yellow. Okay, first of all, I think we look at the profile itself. We can change the profile to Adobe Landscape if you want to. Yep, that's the first thing that I normally do. Then the second thing is that we will look at the white balance. Yeah, if the picture is actually properly white balance. So let's select an area that actually considered as white. For example, I'm thinking that this could be my white. Yep. So the window frame is actually in white color. So I've selected that. So the picture should show the correct white balance right now. Yeah. Okay. The next thing is that we look at the exposure. Is it too bright? Is it too dark? Yep. For me, I prefer to lower down the exposure a little bit, and then we work from there. So normally I will lower down the exposure a little bit. Then we will enhance the area that I want it to look brighter. So always remember that the area that you want our viewer to look at first, it has to be an area that looks brighter. Okay. So how are we gonna do that? I'm gonna use a radial filter. I'm going to brighten up a little bit on my subject. For example, I'm going to brighten up this area. We can also increase a little bit of shadow just to make sure that they are not too. Yep. So you can see that this is before and this is after we apply that simple radial filter. Okay, done that. So the next thing is that I'm going to look at the sky itself. Okay, so how we're going to do it is click the plus button, select sky. Okay, once you have selected the sky, we can look at the highlight to make the sky a little bit darker, or increase the highlight to make the sky a little bit brighter. So this is definitely to our liking. So it depends on whether you want to have a moody sky which is towards the dark side, or you're more into the brighter sky which is towards the plus side. So I think I'm going to leave it here, maybe 15 points. Yep. Okay, so that should be it. Before, after. And the third thing we're going to do is, I'm looking at the horizon now. The horizon of this picture. Again, I'm going to apply some radial gradients. And this time around, I will only apply it near the horizon. Only this part. if I want to, I can actually increase a bit of color here. You can see that, I am pulling the temp slider to about 20 points, and you get to see a little bit of orangey color. And if you enhance the tint slider, you will also get a little bit of magenta or okay, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Radial filter itself actually is the effect of the radial filter is not only to the sky, but it's also covering the two mountain on the left side and the right side. Yeah. So if you want to exclude the mountain, what we can do is that click on the minus sign, then use a brush and brush away the two mountains. Maybe you can brush away this part. Yeah, so that the filter will not actually touching the mountain that much. Right. So this is before, this is after. Before, after. Yeah, you can see it's a bit of improvement to our picture right now. Okay, the next thing what we can do could be possibly apply another radial filter. Okay, this time round I will try to brighten the mountain itself. Okay. This is a mountain, we can brighten if you want to. Okay. So if you look at here, when you brighten the mountain, it also brightens the sky, right? So what we do not want is actually touching the sky. So how are we going to remove the radial filter from affecting the sky? Very easy, just click on the minus sign, select sky. So this will exclude the sky. Right? So the radial filter now, whatever effect that we change to the radial filter will only affecting the area, the whole area. I mean the area of the mountain without the sky. Okay. So what we can do is that maybe somewhere here, make it smaller a little bit. Maybe something like that. Yep. I'm increasing the exposure. This is a little bit too bright, maybe just around here, about 2 point. Yep. I'm just trying to add a little bit of temp just to make it realistic. There's some color from the sun, mimicking the sun. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Before, after. Okay. So let's look at the overall pictures. Yeah, it looks pretty good now. Yeah. Okay. Next thing we can do is that we can play with the tone curve. So tone curve. You can do an S curve. Yep. Looks good. Yep. Next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to add some color grading to this picture. So color grading is pretty much applying some of the mid-tone to the entire mid-tone color to the entire image. So if you were to look at the slider here, this is the orange tone, move down to the blue tone, then to the green tone, and back to the yellow tone. Yep. So for me, I think this picture is good to be somewhere near the blue tone. Yeah, that stays there. All right. So that pretty much actually how I did this picture. It's very simple. The very last thing that we want to do is that probably we do a bit of cropping. If you think that the picture is too white, you can always do a bit of cropping. Yep, I'm going to put the Tim Homo, the rooftop, with houses. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and the last things I'm going to do is vignetting. Okay, speaking about vignetting, so vignetting slider is actually somewhere around here. Yes, this is the effect or the vignettings. But if you were to do vignetting like this is going to squeeze all the four corners and making it darker. But the better way of doing vignetting is actually not using the we call it the vignetting slider. What we can do is that we go back to the adjustment, layer adjustment, or the mask. Go to plus, then go for radial gradient. What you can do is that you can actually draw a very big circle. Okay, you can tilt the circle. Once you have done that circle, we do an inverse mask. Okay, so what tries to do is that it will actually whatever effect that we're going to apply, it will only apply outside the circle. It's not going to be inside the circles, right? So in this case, I'm going to darken it. So you can see that you only darken outside the circle. Before, after, before, after. Alright. Okay, so I think that's about it. I hope that you enjoy watching this video, and I hope that you are able to follow the steps that I just walked you through. Okay, thank you very much. See you in the next one.